Hi, I am Lee from Normandy Atelier. Today we are going to paint Mimikyu. I love Pokemon so much and I love Mimikyu in particular so much, and I just wanted to paint something fun. Today something illustrative and fun, and I thought I could share that with all of you. So yeah, I hope you enjoy your time with me. For my materials today, I am using an A4 canvas paper. I like to use those because they are easier to storage. Normally I will use A3, but I don't have that today, so it is what it is. I have a few brushes. I have number 18 flat brush, number 4 flat brush, number 8 flat brush. I don't know, it's not, maybe number 2 flat brush, it's a small flat brush. Number 5 round brush, and I have number 0 and number 000 round brushes for some details. For my colors today, I am using acrylic paint like always. My colors are purple, Naples yellow, neon orange, which is fun, Mars black, titanium white, raw amber, and I have light green, which is almost like a neon green. I have all those neon colors that I want to use and get rid of. So yeah. I also have a cup of water to clean my brushes and some kind of a towel just to dry them. And that is everything we are going to need today. The first step, I just want to start by doing a first layer on my canvas. And I'm just doing my violet color out of the tube. I am not doing anything fancy with it. I don't want to mix it with anything. I just want this color. I felt like it can add, because I'm going to do the reflection in the sky and everything in the same color, so that will start the process for me, the process of this painting. And yeah, normally I don't do, it's not normally, I don't always do a base coat, but sometimes, like if the color is dominating or I want some kind of not, I don't want the object to lay on or to start painting on a white background, or to set the mood or something. I will do a background color like that. So I'm going with this. As you see, it's a very purpley, deep purple color, and I'm going from left to right. And if the color is like not moving a lot, I can add a little bit of water to my brush, and see it's moving better. Not really concerned about my like directions or something for the strokes, but if I'm going from left to right, from left to right, I'm not going to do like vertical strokes or round strokes. I'm just sticking to one kind of direction, and it will be cohesive. If you are doing round, continue with round. You are doing vertical, doesn't matter. Do whatever you want to apply this first coat. That will might take a minute or not. Something like that. So after that we can, hopefully I will finish all the tube of this purple color today, and I will be finished with it forever. When I started painting, I got all this very big set of tubes of colors. I didn't know anything about them, and with time, I found myself painting with the same 7 to 8 colors over and over and over again. They just provide me with everything that I need. Sometimes, oh, I need orange, so I need that, but I don't need 4 types of orange on my palette. I don't need like different type of purple like this. And yeah, so now I feel like I'm in a way trying to use all these tube that I have. And this color, I feel like it's not exactly streaky or something. It's covering very well. That is great. I'm just going to dry this and continue with the second step. So the next step, I want to do the separation between my sky and my water. So technically that will be that where is my shore is going to be, or where my land is going to be. So if this is here the center of my canvas, from this side I am a little bit down, so maybe third of the way, and that is going to be the separation here. And from this side it's going to be a little bit, maybe it will be a little bit up, so it will be like a diagonal line. And for me, I'm imagining the sky to be, see how this gorgeous color is. I'm imagining the sky to be lighter on this stone. I'm having a little bit of purple and my white together, and I can just do some kind of a that, make it light, really light up. Do that, really light up, and until it's darker. What I am achieving, or what I want to do with this, technically a second coat. And it doesn't need to be an exact gradient, but I'm keeping adding white up to have this lavender color. I'm going from left to right. Now I can have, without washing my brush, I can have purple again. And I like really pushed my brush on the canvas. It will release some of the white. Maybe I can have more white. And I want to arrive here. Here it will be the darkest, so yeah. Can even add white. Maybe I should have started from the bottom. It doesn't matter. Here white, touches of white, and mostly purple. To achieve that, I can have a little bit of even black in the bottom with the brown, and go up. It will be a little bit darker. Doesn't really matter because we will have our land here anyway, but still, we can have white. Make it as light or as dark as we want. Something like that. I feel like I need even lighter up. You can add even white or clouds or whatever it is, or even like ultramarine blue. That will look good as well. Something like that. Now, without washing my brush, I'm having white, and the reflection is like technically the same. So I'm starting with white up here and here. I'm just doing from left to right now. And I can add the purple with white and continue with that until it's mixed, until we do the second coat. Even white. With some water. I feel like I lost it. Yeah, continue with this like colors, and we can have darkness down. Second coat, go up. It's all painted. Add a little bit of white to soften everything up. It's too much. Of course, we can do this with any kind of a color, but I felt like purple is very fitting for a ghost Pokemon. So yeah, I love Mimikyu so much. It's one of my favorite Pokemon, so I wanted to make this painting. But yeah, something like that. Now this is like done. we need to dry the canvas and move on for the next step. The next step, I just want to make some stars or sparkles in the sky. I'm just using a round brush and with white, and I can do whatever I want for them. Some of them is big, some of them is faint, some of them like clamped together, just like that until I run out of paint. We can do them with different colors. We can do like a technique with like lots of water on the brush. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to have colors all around me. And we can have these colors, something like that. Some of them is big, some of them round, not systematic. Some of them is faint away, some of them is like prominent, and we can even have them in the sky, in the reflection. We don't need to do overdone it, something like that. Here maybe. And yeah, add how many you want of these to your sky or background. Even like they can go down, something like that. Nothing systematic. Yeah, and get ready for the next step. So the next step, I just want to start my land. I'm just using my raw umber, and as we said, it's a separation here and here, so it will be like some kind of a diagonal line between those places, something like this. It doesn't need to be systematic, it doesn't need to be straight, it could be jagged line, and it will be here. From this side, if this is the halfway canvas, I'm a little bit up here, and this will be like the other side of my land, something like this. And I can color the entire thing with brown for now. Normally I will use burnt umber. I don't have it. I have raw umber on my palette today, but it's a earthy tone color. It's a little bit, I feel like it's a little bit muted. I don't know, but it's fine for now. We can have it like this. Okay, like maybe this line up is a little bit too the word too like art for me. I'm just making it a little bit jagged instead of one continuous line. It doesn't really matter. It's like something like here as well, something like that. We can continue working on our land because why not? So I'm just having my number 8 flat brush, and I can start the separation between the land and the lightness. I can have white and brown to make some kind of a tannish color, maybe more white, something like that on my palette. And yeah, this color here, and I just need to do some kind of a second coat because that is so dark for me, but still. Coming like this. Maybe we can mix it with the brown and my color just to make it have a different tone in it or something. Again, on the dirty brush, those colors together. I don't want to have all these marks, so I'm just going left and right, having this edge here fixed. That looks good. See, it's lighter here, a little bit darker here. I can wash my brush, get a little bit of just white, And maybe we can have something on this edge like this, just white fuse a little bit. You can understand there is some kind of a light or something from the other side, something like that. You can have even lightness in other places like this here, that will indicate what we are seeing, and that maybe this is some kind of a cliff, and maybe there are some like rocks here, and if we have a rock like something like this, it will indicate that, oh, this is here, like it's not straight, there is some kind of separation or something. That could be really effective and nice. We can have some white here and there, something like that. I don't want to overdo it, something like that. That is good. I just need some black because here I feel like the darkness is, I had some whites apparently. I'm just going to clean my brush, add only black, hopefully this time, just black, fix this here a little bit. It's not 100%, we can do it in the next layer, but it's fine. Here as well, fix this edge, something like that. And the shore itself, like here we will have some kind of an edge, and it will be on the dark from this side. It will be bigger from this side. Just adding a black now to my, over my, it's still almost wet. A brown, just to make an edge here. Just something darker. It's nice, something like that. Now I can I can clean my brush, and I can work on I can do immediately the shadow of the land here with just black. Go from left to right, make it a little bit diffused here, and maybe some brown. Something like this. Just to indicate there is some kind of reflection for this object here. Like just strengthening the black, maybe add a little bit of a show or something like that. And that's it for this step. So the next step, I want to do a sketch for my Mimikyu, and for that I'm using a piece of chalk, and my Mimikyu will be somewhere here in the, like, if this is like the center of my canvas, I feel like the center of my canvas somewhere in this vicinity here. So I want to start with his head, and maybe his body. Maybe he is like sitting somewhere in this vicinity here. So we can do with this body here, and he has his like dress or whatever he is like disguising himself with. It's jagged. We can do something like this, and it goes like this, maybe very big like from this side, and it arrive here, so he can go up, something like this. Is nice. He has his small eyes here and here, just for reference, and he has something black from this side, and he has his tail that is coming here, so he has his tail here like this, go up and go down and go big like this, something like that. That is nice. And now I need to do his face, or his head, I'm sorry. And for his head, it's a little bit of an oval kind of a shape technically, but more squarish, I feel. This is not right. We can just fix it. his head is inside his body, so I feel like here this need to be here, something like this. So his head is going up here, round and down from this side, and maybe we can make it a little bit geometrical from this side, right here, and it curves, something like this. Oh my god, I'm so bad with lines like this. Something like that. That could work. He has his face, and now we can add his ears. The first ear is like here, go up, like this. And his second ear is coming from this side up, from this side, like this. Something like that. I don't like it from here, so I'm going to fix it or do something different with it. This, maybe. Something like that. That is for my everything for my Mimikyu, but I need to do the reflection as well. So this is the reflection on the land. Maybe we can have his like up here, like this. This up here, and it goes like this. Like it's like the mirrored image. It's a little bit this side and here, and we have his head here. Here it's like it's on an angle or something. It goes like this, and he has his ear going this way and this way, something like that. And yeah, this is everything for this step. So the next step, I want to do the first coat of Mimikyu. I'm just using my Naples yellow, nothing else. I can do these lines. Nothing fancy, I don't need the eyes right now. And I can do all the layers on him later, even the separation between the colors later. For example, he has black on his ears, so we can do that later. Normally, I don't do these kind of illustrative kind of paintings. I do more landscapes or something like that. But I like Mimikyu, and I thought it's good or suitable for this kind of size of canvas, small canvas. I have a frame, small frame, A4 frame. I thought, oh, this could work on it. So yeah, and I love Pokemon, so here we are. I tried the other day to do a cat painting on A4. I don't know why it was not working. And it was a disaster. It didn't work at all. So oops. I don't know if I should admit that, but I online, but I don't have problems with like saying anything about my still learning. Sometimes everything is a process, and sometimes maybe I was really sick for a week. I had a very bad cold plus the allergies, so I spent like even like now maybe my voice is still a little bit recovering. So I'm sorry for that. And yeah, maybe that was the problem. I was starting to get sick when I did that painting, or I attempted because I didn't continue it. So maybe that was the issue. I'm not sure. Getting rid of my marks here, my chalk marks. And today I started to feel better yesterday, and I wanted to do something fun. And again, I don't have my A3 canvas paper like usually I do. So like here we are. And for the reflection, I'm just going to do it from left to light. And I'm not concerned about the here about the edges because it's reflection, it's water, it's supposed to be. It could be moving or something. I don't need lines. Just something like can indicate that, and it's not fully painted because I can still see the purple be underneath the water, which is great. And here as well. We will add everything to it later, but just getting rid of my marks. And keep everything like this. So now we have the reflection and it looks great, and if it's too much I can get a touch of like here of the purple and I can just mix it a little bit, a touch of white as well, something like that, and we have lots of layers over that. But yeah, this is everything for this step. So the next step, I need to mix some kind of a gray color. So I'm just mixing a little bit of a black and white because Mimikyu has uh, a gray tail, not this color, not creamy color or yellow color. I'm doing that. Now I need to do black for this triangle here because this is the edge of his tail. It's a triangle. That is nice. And I can do it, make it looks like more like a 3D by just adding a touch of like make it darker down here when it's like moving up. I don't need it to make it extremely illustrated if I don't want to, but I can just make it a little bit of a form like I do with all my other like big kind of paintings. Now I can have white, only white, and do a highlight up here, maybe more white because that didn't feel like a lot. I can see it, so there is no point. Now I can work on with black because Mimikyu has it's not a shadow, it's part of his body. He has here, so I'm just adding this, or it's like a shadow or something because it's a little bit unsettling here. It's part of his body because Mimikyu is disguising with something that resembles Pikachu because he is very lonely and he is like craving love and he cannot have it. So for the ears as well, I can start with black. He has black tipped ears here. Can do that here until I arrive here. That is good. Some kind of a design like this. And from the other side, I can decide where I'm going to end them. Maybe here, and I can color all that with black. You can make it a little bit pointy, but it doesn't need to be. Now I can get a touch of white for the ears, and maybe they are catching light up here. They are not horns, so I don't want them to be shiny or something, but yeah, something like this. I need a touch of white from this tail here. Something like this. Yeah, now it feels like more like 3D. I need to have, I start with the ears. I can have a touch of black with my yellow and have a shadow down here. We can do that with brown, maybe it's better. Brown and yellow, or I'm going to mix a darker yellow and have a shadow from this side here. Yes, this color here, and from this side as well for the ears. Wash my brush, get only yellow, diffuse it a little bit, do a second layer on this part. A line or something. You can get some white and do the highlight up here for the ears, something like that. That is great. Now I can have white and do some kind of a highlight here. Why not? Give a form for the face, and I know I can have darker tone here for the face from this side. Maybe it has darkness like this coming from this side, and the entire like back here something like this. If you like that, maybe touches of darkness like here and there, a little bit from this side as well. Now I can I can clean my brush, brush my brush. I can have my yellow with some white together. I can do some highlights, and I can diffuse these colors here and do a second layer on the face. And the body. And we did the layer on a darker shade or a darker background, so it will dry darker, but also it will feel like we are not skipping the objects, or if there are, I don't need even to do shadow, it's already shadowed, but we can have some lightness from here with some white. I can do the edges of the dress or the bag, whatever he's disguising himself with some white as well. Something I can have some here for the face, like lightness. And I can have just touches of lightness here and there, just to feel like I am not like missing something. Now I need to do his eyes. Again, black, only black. It's a ghost Pokemon. He has no soul. Well, he has soul, but here he painted a Pikachu face. This is not his eyes. His eyes are here. So it's a very sad Pokemon. Can have eyes like this, and some kind of a mouth. So, but for the mouth, I'm going to use a smaller brush. Something like this. It doesn't need to be exact, because again, he drew that, not us at the first place. This is where I'm going to use my neon kind of a color. I just need a touch of that with brown to make darker tone of this orangey color. And we need to do the cheeks, because again he is mimicking Pikachu. Something like this, and from the other side as well. it's too much, we can fix it later, or I can fix it immediately. Well, I'm going to wait till it's a dry, because this is too much. And we can have his small eyes. One is here, and one is here. We can intensify that blackness that he has here, or the darkness that he has here, and we can have a shadow behind him as well, and around him. Something like that. And now I can do even a shadow here. I can have his eyes here in the body, like this. I can have big, spooky, empty, his eyes here, and mouth, something like this. I can clean the brush and do the reflection of these cheeks, or whatever they are. I'm just going to fix this a little bit, it's too much. Now I can do some highlights with only on the cheeks, with only the white and this orange color, to make it a little bit faint or pastel kind of an orange color. Yes, like this. Does it need to cover everything? I like to do 2 layers on everything like that. That looks good. I feel like I made the eyes too big, so I'm just going to counter that with a little bit of yellow here. Some white, maybe. Something like this. Yeah, that is much better. I can just clean the brush and fix the lines of the eyes here. Like this. So much better. Yes. Now it looks like Mimikyu. Can add. I don't know why I had this darkness with the brush. It's fine. With white. Yes. Yes. Just fixing the face, like I feel like there is something wrong with it. It's fine, it's not a big deal, it's a fictional character. So yeah, I think that is everything for my Mimikyu. The next step, I want to do some greenery or something, so I'm just mixing a little bit of a black with my neon green, and to make some kind of a dark green color. And I can start some greenery or something that is coming here, and it's just these lines like that indicate there are some kind of a greenery or something like this. Maybe a touch of white to it as well to make it a little bit, we can see it. Maybe there are here. I didn't like the white at all. Going green and black again, just like this. Again, I'm just using the side of my brush just to do these lines, and it's, I don't know what they are, just grass or something, and they can be organic like this, organic shapes, coming from the side as well. Something like this. They are just growing here. Maybe one of them is like small here. Like that. And now I can clean my brush and do a second layer with only green, a very dark green on them. Try to make them a little bit just adding that dark layer, even if I cannot see it 100%, was great, because like I don't need to do any shadows or anything like that. You can just do this now and have fun with it. Something like this. Now I can have white. No, I want to do some yellow, Naples yellow with my green, but mostly yellow, to have this yellowish color. I can have these here. Yes. You can do with a round brush, but I really like this one. Here. All these marks, fine marks, like this. That looks great. Now I can go yellow with white with green. On my dirty brush, just getting rid of my was overloaded. Something like this. If it's too much, add a little bit of water to make it fluid. Like this, yes. Something like this, that is nice and pretty. Could go behind him. Now I can do the reflection. Maybe there are something like this coming here with green, the dark green and yellow all together. You can do some kind of a reflection here. Maybe here as well. All these kind of colors here for the reflection. It's not does need to be exact, but something to say that, oh, this is a reflection for the object. I want it to be a little bit subtle and impressionistic, but it could benefit from only white. Maybe here, maybe there are only white. Like this, white marks. And we can have some white down there as well. And like that, nothing really invasive. And I need a shadow for these objects. I'm going to clean my brush and I get some black for the shadows so I can ground them. Something like this. My black is really see-through. Sometimes I cannot even see it myself over a dark color. Something like this. Intensify that. Something like this. This is great. And yeah, that is everything for this step. So I just decided that I don't like his eyes at all. So I'm just going to fix them, just the eyes. The eyes makes me really not happy at all. So I'm just doing white with Naples yellow here. And the white, mixing it up. I really didn't like the eyes at all. Now when it's dry, I am going to use a small round brush with only black and I'm going to do a better job hopefully this time. So for me, the problem with the eyes before, like they were here in that center, and I feel like I wanted him to feel like, because even his body give me this idea that he is on, we are seeing him a little bit from the side, so, or he is tilting his head to the side, something like this. This is his first eye. Just an oval shape from the side. I really don't like this brush. Here I am continuing to use it, and his other eye will be somewhere in this vicinity. I'm sorry, Mike. My voice is cracking today, but I told you, like, I barely recovered from my cold and my allergies, so I'm sorry for that. I'm switching to a small flat brush to control more. Yeah, so much better. This. Yeah, now it feels good. I want to do some kind of a lily pads, so I'm just using my very strong neon color because why not? Maybe I can mix it with a little bit of yellow to have this light green color, and I want to make some lily pads all over the place. We can have one maybe here around the option with his face, and it's something like this. We can do whatever shape of lily pads, but I feel like I just wanted to make them a little bit illustrative today. I don't do that normally, but here I am. This is the first one, maybe. Maybe we have a small one here. My paint is not working as I wanted, so I'm adding a touch of water to it just to make it move. And we can have this here, maybe like this. Why not? Maybe we have one we are not seeing fully from this side. Maybe there is a round one here. We're doing an oval to it here. Maybe there are some small ones here, one here, maybe one here, maybe a small one here, maybe one here, maybe one here, a bigger one, maybe something like this. Now I can do another one here, like this. So yeah. The other one maybe has like this one has a little bit of an opening to it. Round it a little bit up. on this side. Maybe we have a final cluster here. Here we don't see it all, see the edge of it. And we can have one here, one here, like this. A little bit oval shapes. And maybe the other one is like touching here. It's a little bit bigger. Something like that, that is really nice. Now I want to add shadows to the underside of them and do a shadow just to ground them. Doesn't need to like even to touch it. It's just to indicate there is a shadow underneath. It just is not floating in space. The under here, under the reflection itself, if it's like a little bit big, that is great. Someone here, a little bit here. It's good. Now I'm going to clean my brush and I'm going to continue these. So I'm having white on my brush, and we can have some kind of a reflection, not a reflection, like some kind of a second coat with these highlights. Don't need to do much to them, to be honest, but it's just a second layer here and there, second tone, different tone. Maybe I can have just my green from the tube, the neon green, on my dirty brush, do a second coat here and there, and it feels darker near all these colors that I did, so it will feel, oh, we have dark spots and light spots and dimension. But I don't need to overthinking and overwhelm myself with any of these details. I can have this one here, this one here, this one here, something like this. Just keep moving the paints. Maybe I just need one here, just have my original color. I have one here because I don't like it's empty. Can do some of this color, and I can give it an edge with some white here. The green. Yes, that looks great. So yeah, keep fiddling with it as much as you want. And yeah. So that was the last step of the painting. I hope you enjoyed painting with me. It was a small kind of a project today. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed your time with me, and I hope to see you again to paint something else in another video. Bye everybody.